What's up, YouTube? Winterguard here. So it's been a while since I've posted anything. Actually, a long while. I do stream multiple times a week, but I actually hadn't put together any videos lately, so I figured it was time to do something. If I don't sound that great, I apologize. I just got over the, can I say it? Let's just say the coof. I got hit with it a couple weeks ago, and its voice is still a little bit recovering, so it might sound a little rough. Anyways, we're into Season 8. I got sick right after Season 8 launched, so I missed a couple of weeks of it, but once we got to moving again, I jumped in, and it's honestly been a crazy season so far. We've gotten a lot of drops. Again, I haven't been doing any recording as far as just doing like runs or something, but I figured we'd put something together since my season's been so crazy so far. So I decided to do that. What I went with, this goes back to the days where I just love doing chaos. So I figured we'd do some seal popping and see how many runs it takes to get a high rune. So that's basically what this is. I got a little compilation of items that dropped along the way, and the last run obviously is going to be the high rune, and you'll get to see what I got, and then you'll see how many runs it took to do it. But let's do this. Let's look at the gear situation first. Again, like I said, I got a crazy season so far before I decided to start recording anything. So this is where we're at. Oops, that's the skill tree. Okay, we'll do skill tree first. This is a cold build. I normally run lightning, but I decided to just go with a quick cold farming build. So basically what I run normally when I do cold is a blizzard frost orb setup. Most people just like to either spec one way or the other. I prefer using frost orb over like spike or any of these that you would normally just spam with blizzard. So I do blizzard on cooldown and then spam frost orb in between. That's always kind of been my cold build, so that's kind of what this setup is. As far as gear, this is all self-found actually, except for the Shaco. We did trade for that. I did find this is the Ethereal Scolders, which is pretty cool. We got that. I made this Hodo. I had a Vex rune drop really early, and we rolled a perfect 40 right out of the gate. Like I said, it's been a crazy season. The Mara's dropped. I've gotten 2 Iraqs, so this is the first one that dropped. But since we're doing, this is kind of a weird setup for me. I normally don't run Iraqs. I usually run 3-piece Tau, but since we got the Iraq early, that changed up my FCR a little bit. So we're running Chanseys. I do have 1 FCR ring, then a Nagel. I still haven't found War Trap, so we're missing that component. And to get this to work, I had to have a 35 Monarch, Spirit Monarch. It took about 12 rolls to hit it, so not too bad to be honest. It didn't take that long to hit the Spirit. And that's pretty much our setup right now. Everything's self-found except for the Scolders. We traded for that. And then I have a mismatch of charms right now. You got some 7s, got some random lifers, that sort of thing. I still haven't found any skillers, so we don't have any skillers in it. We did pick up the Cold Sunder, and I couldn't even tell you how many Geeds I've found this season at this point. And an okay Annihilus. These are rocking pretty often, so we get quite a few opportunities to run Annihilus. I do have a Sork Torch now. As you can see, it's not a great one. But we do ID Sork Torches, or torches just in general, on Sundays normally. Last weekend we hit a 2020 Sork Torch that we gave away. But as you can see, I'm rocking a pretty bad one. So maybe I'll get lucky and hit one for myself that's a little better. But that puts us at 356 magic find, and we got our 105 breakpoint for FCR. So that's kind of my goals with cold. You don't really need to do the 200 breakpoint. Actually, I don't know of any cold builds that rock higher than 105. So as long as you hit that 105 breakpoint for cold, you're good. And honestly, we could probably push this up to over 400 pretty easy. Again, I don't have war travs yet. I still have a mix of charms. And if we go 3-piece towel, we might rework some things, and that I end up around 500 with full build. So, but 356 is plenty. That's if you're I want to say if you're 200 to 300, you're in a good space. Anything above that's gravy. It's got diminishing returns, so it's not that big a deal. Anyways, let's get into the compilation. I've rambled too much. Let's do it.
Nice.
Okay, as you guys saw, it wasn't like anything spectacular. It was pretty cool to pop an ohm rune basically 100 runs in. It was 101 that the ohm, and it was on the seal pop. And you see it where it just laying on the ground after I hit the last seal. But that's honestly, that's pretty crazy. I think when I was running chaos only and just running it over and over and over, I think I averaged about 300 runs per high rune, which honestly I don't know if that's low or high, but it goes by pretty quick. So 300 is not too bad, but to hit it on 101 is pretty nuts. We had a decent mix of gear. Like again, nothing special. Here's what's crazy. The treks, I've found 2 treks already. I filmed the one for this series, and I found another one afterwards. It's crazy. Just the fact that we got 2 treks is nuts. But you know, a couple of items were somewhat useful. Some of them are just kind of neat to see, so I put them in a compilation. But the main goal of this is just see how long it'd take us to hit a high rune. So we got the ohm, so we'll count that as a win, considering it was only 100 runs. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. If you enjoy the content, I'll be trying to put out some more stuff here soon. And again, if you want to catch me on stream, the schedule's in the description. If you want to ask me a question, you can hit me up on Discord. Link is in the description for that as well. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. And until next time, keep on farming. Peace.